Thank you. And if you're just joining us, there's 24 minutes left in the first half. Davidson, Fairhope, another classic match from the Cross Bay rivals. Coach Paul Stroud used to teach and coach at Davidson High School, and so has a special place in his heart for the boys, the Warriors from Davidson. He and Coach Kevin DeLong have formed a good friendship over the years, including even doing their summer camps together. So competition, yes, but colleagues as well. Oh, a little bit of a whistle on that. That was a little too obvious. Little too obvious. No score. Nothing. Great save by the Davidson keeper again. Let's see if we got that replay. Here's the replay. Ball just slips right through, but he's right on top of it. Fairhope definitely maintaining their lead in possession. I say that as they knock the ball out of bounds. But nevertheless, definitely been able to string the passes together. If we've got any alumni out there watching, wondering about the game, the alumni game that was supposed to start at 4 today, it is definitely on. It may be a few minutes late. But the rain is gone. The field is great. Tom Cool and his crew here at the City of Fairhope do an outstanding job of maintaining this facility. I would guess there is not a facility in this good a condition south of Hoover High School. And we all know about Hoover High School and the huge budget that they've got. Stolen by Richardson, one-on-one. There's a strike. Oh, nicely parried over the goal by Afayad. Outstanding. Here's the replay. The steal. Couple of touches. Sets it up. That was on frame, folks. But it's still nothing. On frame doesn't count unless it goes in. Richardson's going to take the corner. Fairhope not doing well with corners this year, struggling to convert those into goals. There's the ball into the middle. Oh, and just over. Meister comes flying in. Here's the replay. And just over the goal. You know, kind of give you a tap. So, goal kick for Davidson. Folks still showing up now that the weather's stopped. I wouldn't say it's cleared, but it stopped raining. It's still overcast. But, hey, I see one umbrella out from somebody who has not realized it stopped raining. Everybody else is enjoying it. It's nice and cool. You know, another month from now, we're going to be wanting cool days like this. Just under 20 minutes left here in the first half. No score. See some of the Pirates reserves getting loose on the sideline. They're getting ready to take some places here on the field. In fact, it looks like all three reserves in yellow jerseys are loosening up. Haley's ball will run to touch. Fairhope with the throw. Dolan's going to take it. Richardson's going to loft that one forward. Gillespie's there. Can't get a head on it. And Fairhope will have the throw. Oles will take it. Looking for an option. And played out of bounds. Not what we wanted to do there, guys. Davidson without the services today of their star, David Valverde, who is playing in Costa Rica today, or actually, I understand, this season for the most part, with the Costa Rican U17 national team. So hat tip to David. Don't you know, Coach DeLonga has got mixed feelings about that. On one hand, you know, you want what's best for your players, but golly, to take your best guy off the field, that's a tough one. But it's a no-brainer, obviously. If you didn't see it last night, USA and Costa Rica in a classic match in the middle of a blizzard. There must have been 6 inches of snow that fell in the second half alone. USA ended up winning 1-0, but it was a battle of attrition, I guess you'd say. Although there weren't any injuries to speak of. The snow was kind of cushiony to fall on, although wet and cold. Richardson. And that'll go to touch. And we got a substitution or two here for Fairhope. Let's see if we can figure out who it is. Bailey's going to take out. Odom's going to take out. Andrew Wilson's going to come up top. And number 4, Brant Miller, is going to come in on the back line for Bailey. So let's see if Wilson can get anything going here. Davidson on the attack. Ball into the middle. That's Fuentes. He's going to send it out to the right. But Gillespie's there. He'll pick it up. Oh, suicide ball right there, guys. That's Walker Smith in the middle right there. Playing with 4 guys on him. That kid plays like he's 6'2", 195 pounds. He plays big. And he's only a sophomore. Fairhope with quite a few sophomores. Young team. They lost a big senior class. They lost 9 players from last year's squad. 3 off the back line and the keeper, so they basically had to rebuild the defense. But John Baxter doing a more than able job filling in the goal. Daniel Meister, the one returning starter from last year's defense. But with Boyer and Bailey and Dolan and now Miller, Fairhope beginning to rebuild it again. And they're going to call that one against Wells Richardson. I heard the objections from the stands, but I didn't really see a foul. Just a little bit of physical activity, but not a foul. Perhaps they're saying he gained an advantage by grabbing the other player and throwing him to the ground. But yes, did he grab him or was he holding him up, keeping him from falling? It's hard to tell. Richardson tries to take a touch by, but nicely defended. Let's see who that is on the far side defending. Can't really tell numbers. Sorry I didn't bring binoculars today. That's what we needed. But it was one of the center backs. Grant Coley slipped into the game for Fairhope without me seeing. Number 3 here on the near side midfield. Clock down to 13. And Salim's going to take a breather for Davidson. And looks like, is that Rough Sedge coming in? Boy, he's a big, tall one. Dolan. And out to touch. If you haven't already, Fairhope fans, you want to get your drawdown tickets. Drawdown's coming up in April. In fact, there's a deal where you can get a ticket to the drawdown for a couple and get a ticket to play in the golf tournament, $200 value for $150. PirateNationLive.com on the front page. You can buy your ticket right there. It's a great way to have a lot of fun at the drawdown. If you've never been to a drawdown, it's a ton of fun. And the golf tournament as well. And you're helping the school, and you're getting a chance to win. How many millions of dollars is it this year? I don't see it down here. Generally, it's 5,000, I think. And Miller will play that one over the end line for the Davidson corner kick. So the Pirate Pride Weekend is what they're calling it. Got the drawdown and the golf tournament. That's going to be April 12th for golf. That'll be golf and lunch. And then Saturday, April 13th, will be the drawdown, $5,000 drawing. Plus, in the past, they've had a silent auction, so we'll have to see. It's always been a lot of fun, especially if you buy one or more than one ticket. And you hear your name drawn to be eliminated, for, as the drawdown goes on, but you still have got one chance left. And then, of course, at some point, you're allowed to buy back in. You know how that goes. It can be lots of fun and great ways to raise money for our Pirate our Pirate sports teams. This is a Booster Club event. Just over 10 left here in the first half. Still no score. Davidson Fairhope, another classic match. Fairhope with 4 in the wall. Defense holding the 18. Is that Fuentes lining up to make the kick? Can't really make out the number. And he's going to just chip it over. Baxter's there. He parries it out. Nice job. Actually, that was Carr. Check that. I know that's not Carr. Can't make out the number. My apologies to whoever that is that played that ball. Davidson playing with a lot more players in the offensive third than earlier. Wilson. Oh, stripped by Tucker. That's Carr right there. There we go. And that was, actually, they're both Carr. Check that. We were right. Carr is number 20. That's Suleiman Carr. And Carr is number 50. That's Matt Carr. No relation. And that's going to drift harmlessly through the box. Want to give a shout out to Desmond Joyner, who's doing a super job as head of the Booster Club's media committee, from whence Pirate Nation Live came. He's done a great job of keeping us organized and finding sponsors and finding equipment and holding our feet to the fire. Hat tip, Mr. Joyner. Good work, Des. And if you're interested in being involved as a parent, you've got a player, doesn't matter what sport, you're thinking, oh, golly, we'd love to get volleyball or basketball or softball on here. Well, it's volunteers that make it work. Because my salary would not even buy me a soda at the concession stand. They might feel sorry for me and give me one, but it wouldn't buy one. Ball over to Dolan. Boyer's going to give that one chase. He's looking for an option. Finds Dolan. Dolan's looking for an option. Waiting for some movement on the defense. Coley back to Meister. Meister under pressure. Gillespie. Over to Miller. Oh, Miller not able to handle it. Ball was behind him. 7.5 minutes first half. If you're just tuning in, coming up a little bit later this afternoon, probably about 4:15 or so, the Fairhope soccer alumni game. We're going to broadcast that as much as we can. The weather should be holding. And we've got players from 1986 all the way to 2012 that are going to be playing in the game, including a number of players from the 2009 state championship team. So you'll want to keep tuned in and see who you recognize. It'll be a lot of fun. And that's going to go against Fairhope. Boyer on the foul. A little bit reckless. And the official calling for a sub for the player who was knocked to the ground. I suspect it's that new sensitivity to anything that might be a head injury. Let's take him to the sideline. The trainer's out on the field. And let's take a look and make sure everybody's okay, because whatever it is, it's not worth it. So Fairhope with 3 in the wall. Defense holding the 18. Davidson with 2, 4, 5, 6 up at the 18. Anaya is going to line up behind it. And we've got just under 7 minutes left in the game. He's going to chip it over. Looks like, just over the goal. So, no damage for Fairhope on that one. And that'll go to touch. Smith's going to give chase. Stolen by Davidson. And Dolan's going to end up with it. He's going to lay it off to Baxter. Over to Miller. Miller forward to no one in particular. Gillespie to Walker. Smith. Smith with a nice touch. Back to Gillespie. Fairhope on the attack. Smith into the corner. Not particularly well played. Unfortunately, Oles not able to pull it down and do anything with it. So it'll go to touch as Davidson drills that one out of bounds. Richardson. Dolan. Looking for Gillespie in the middle. He'll bring it down. He'll turn and take the shot, and it's well over the goal and not, frankly, very close. And we're down about 4.5 minutes left here in the first half. Still no score. Davidson Fairhope coming to you live on Pirate Nation Live. Of course, you already know that because that's how you got here. I'm Tom Sinclair, and I've got Derek and Sam working with me today. Derek's doing your camera work. Sam's keeping up with the replays. Hat tip to both of them. And Dolan will send that one up the line. Stolen by Byrne, but not able to maintain possession. And back to Dolan. Coley. Nice ball forward. Is that going to scrape through? No. Looks like Rough Sedge has got that one. He'll send it to touch. Clock beginning to be a little bit of a factor here in the first half. Smith, Gillespie, Cooley, and cleared out. Nope, Smith is there again. Oh my goodness. Oh no, terrible call. Terrible call. Let's see that one again. Instant replay. He's on, he's on, he's on, he's on. Watch the left side. He's still on. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What a terrible call. Terrible call. Must be a rookie umpire. Okay. Well, the ball didn't go in the goal anyway, so I guess we didn't lose anything that we didn't already have. But you got to get an easy call like that right, folks. Meister with the header back into the middle. Richardson with the touch. Gillespie's on it. Over to Miller. Miller with a touch. And it'll go to touch. 2.5 minutes. Miller. And that'll just squib through and be cleared out by Davidson. And it looks like Fairhope. Looked like Andrew Wilson cleared out one of the Davidson players. So he'll get a yellow card and a trip to the bench. Don't know that it was intentional. Yellow cards are handled a little bit differently this year. If you get 2 yellow cards in the past, you were out of the game, but your team was allowed to substitute. This year, if you get that second yellow, it's just like it was a straight red. You're out of the game and no substitution allowed. So the yellow card has a little bit more bite in it than it has in past. Clock down just under 2 minutes. We see some of the alumni warming up in the far end zone, getting ready for the alumni game that'll start after this one. And nice job by Coley getting the ball down in there, but nobody there on the other end of it. And that's going to roll to touch for a Fairhope throw. Just under a minute. Richardson. Coley down the line looking for Odom. Played out by Byrne instead. Last opportunity of the first half here for Fairhope. Dolan with the throw. Into Coley. Coley with a touch. He's going to serve it up. It's ricochet off the rear end of the Davidson player. Fairhope still with possession. 30 seconds left. Dolan. Smith. Over to Miller. 25. Miller forward in the middle. Finds Richardson. 20. Richardson with a touch around a player. He's going to take a shot. It's blocked. 15 seconds. Dolan is going to go off the Davidson player with 10 seconds left. Can we get the ball in? Where's the ball? 7 seconds. 4, 3, 2. There's the shot. And time expires. So a little bit of activity there in the last minute. But no goal. Neither team going into the half. Fairhope 0. Davidson 0. I want to remind you that coming up after this game, the Fairhope alumni will take the field for the first Fairhope alumni game since 1999. You'll want to hang around for that one. That'll be a lot of fun. And also remind you that we are sponsored today by Rotolo's. Here's a word from them. Click right there. There you go. All right, folks, we are back, possibly with the start of the second half. We've got officials. We've got teams coming onto the field. 40 minutes on the clock. Pretty good crowd here today, considering that we had thunderstorms and lightning and all that other nastiness, but most of it moved off to the north. Be interesting to see what changes we see here in the second half for the Davidson Warriors and the Fairhope Pirates, as coaches Stroud and DeLonga have had an opportunity to talk with their charges and see about changing some strategies to produce some goals. That's the name of the game. Fairhope clearly with the edge in possession, but not able to turn it into points on the board. Fairhope with the same starting lineup. Looks like Davidson the same. Smith taking a touch away. Nice ball to Bass near side. Is that going to stick? Yes, it is. Bass takes a touch. He's going to serve it into the middle, headed out and away. Nice job on defense by, I think that was 47, Donovan. Ball headed back in off of Oles, last person to touch it, so it's going to be a Davidson goal kick. Coming up directly after this game is going to be the Fairhope soccer alumni game. I was just down on the field talking with some of the alums and seeing players from former years. Golly, going all the way back to 99, 2000. I believe somebody's here from 86. Somebody representing Fairhope from 1980, 1968. Great opportunity to get together and celebrate soccer. And based on the turnout this year, looks like we'll do it again next year. Even talk of maybe doing a little cookout and get together. So if you're a Fairhope soccer alum, put it on your calendar for next spring. I guess you can't put it on the calendar until you know the date. But hold the thought that you want to be involved in this. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also want to remind you that the State of the City address by Mayor Tim Cant will be given this Sunday at 2 o'clock at the Civic Center. If you are interested in the state of the city, want to know what's been and what's going to be, that's a great time to hear it. Pop on down to the Civic Center. I don't think that's going to be broadcast live. That would be a great thing, though, if it were. Rumor has it, so far as the alumni game, that Fairhope coach Paul Stroud is going to make an appearance. Wow. Nice ball forward for Davidson. And that was Sherman Winchester on the other end of it, but could not keep it in play. Or check that, couldn't keep possession of it. Tapped out by Fairhope. Davidson will earn the corner kick off that. 37 minutes left here in the second half. Anaya with the kick. Davidson with just 5 in the box. Short kick, well, not really to anybody in particular. Uh-oh. Flag is up. And let's see if we've got a replay of that. Boy, that was exciting. Ball not to anybody in particular. Davidson center back coming up to make the play. And the cameraman lost it, looks like. Sorry about that, folks. So back to live action. He was texting his girlfriend again. Bass with a touch. Oh, they're going to say handling on Davidson. Meister will tap it over to Boyer. Boyer with a couple touches, going to make a run up the middle. Over to Smith. Smith forward to Davidson player. And Meister will send that one up over the top. Odom's going to give chase, but Byrne will tap it out. Richardson down in the corner. Working the defense. Tapping it in. Odom. Odom looking to pull the trigger. Cleared out instead by Byrne. Richardson again back in the middle. Richardson gets it again. He's going to take the shot. Blocked. Check that. And to touch for the Fairhope throw. Uh-oh, dangerous ball. Nobody close enough, though. Gillespie. To Meister. Back to Gillespie. Forward, Odom. Is that going to stick? Can Odom catch it? Yes, he can. Still in play. He's going to play it back to the 18. Smith is there. And cleared out by Davidson. So Fairhope able to put the ball forward here early in the second half. Richardson. And Bass will take it off of his off foot, that right foot, not able to get his hips around on it like he wanted. He might rather have liked a chance to do that one all over again if he could. Still no score, 0-0. Early in the second half, 33 minutes left. Want to give a shout out to our sponsors today, Rotolo's Restaurant in Fairhope. We welcome them to the Fairhope community. If you haven't had a chance to pop in and say hello. If you go on Tuesdays, kids eat free. If you don't have any kids, go to the Stroud household. They've got lots of kids. And I'm sure they'd love to give up a couple of them and let you take them out for dinner. Just teasing. The Strouds like their kids. But Rotolo's has got great sandwiches, great pasta dishes, and amazingly enough, for an Italian-type restaurant, they've got really good wings. They're out of New Orleans, so it kind of has a little bit of a New Orleans flavor to it. Odom struggling to maintain possession. Can he keep it in? He can. He's taking a touch, looking for an option. He'll send the ball back in the middle, cleared out by Anaya, excuse me. Davidson now on the attack. And Batavia would like to have that one back to do again because he just blasted it down over the end line. Baxter with the kick. Odom with the header forward. Richardson's there. He's trying to steal it, working through the crowd. But Davidson giving it right up, though. Not a smart play. That'll go to touch with Bass with the throw. Over to Odom. Odom with a touch. Back to Bass. And Bass turned into traffic and lost it. Batavia. Okay. Anaya. Salem. Fuentes. Batavia. Ooh, we're going to say that was probably a foul, but they're going to play on. Advantage. Gillespie. Over the top looking for Richardson. That ball is not going to stick. Ball into the corner. Back out. Dolan, that runs to touch. So with 30 minutes left, still no score. Davidson with the throw. On our Pirate Nation Live homepage, you can buy your tickets to the drawdown in the golf tournament. You get 2 for the price of, well, 1.5. $200 value for $150. You get a ticket for a couple to the drawdown and a ticket for a single to the golf tournament. That is April 12th for the tournament, 13th for the drawdown. It's a lot of fun. If you've never been to a drawdown, it's an exciting event. It is not gambling. It is not gambling. It is a donation to the Fairhope Booster Club. And you might get a little something out of it. Charitable donation, that's right. Is it tax deductible? I don't know. You'll have to ask your CPA about that. I am not a CPA. Baxter's goal kick, squirting through. Odom wants it, can't get it. We'll go over to Davidson, but they're having trouble maintaining possession. That's Fuentes on the far side. Into Medior. Salim. Fuentes. Broken up by Coley. Winchester. And there's a whistle. Was looking the other direction. Didn't see the foul, folks. Here's the replay, though. Carr maintaining possession. Donovan back to Carr. The other Carr. And Bass plays that one to touch. It's going to be a Davidson throw. Davidson getting a little bit of energy here. Another Davidson throw. Haley. Byrne. Winchester. Stringing together some passes now. Davidson playing a little higher, so they're going to be subject to the counter. Keep your eye on that. Clock down to 27 and a half. Remember, coming up directly after this game will be the Fairhope alumni soccer match. First alumni game since 1999. And we've actually got some players that could have played in that game. The oldest player, I believe, graduated from Fairhope in 1968. And we've got, I don't think we have every decade represented since then. And actually back in 68, I think the team was actually a quote-unquote club team and may have been a club team up until the 80s. Because I know Dennis Sharon, who's actually the dad of Kyle Sharon, who'll be playing today. Dennis graduated in 80, and it was a club team when he was at Fairhope High School. Carr's throw into Anaya, over to the other car. He's going to take a touch, and Dolan will send that out. Ball chipped back in, Baxter on his horse. And they're going to say that they were offside. Let's see what that replay looks like. Yep, player was offside to the right side. Boyer. Over to Coley. And played to touch by Davidson. Pirate Nation Live tentatively will be on the road at Daphne High School April 5th for the Daphne Fairhope boys varsity match. Trouble. Nice job by the keeper. Good job by Gillespie making something happen. Feed from Wells Richardson. Take another look. Fairhope still applying the pressure. Sooner or later, something's got to give. Odom, nice ball behind the defender. Can Bass get there? He can, but he can't get around on it. Great ball by Odom. Almost incredible play by Bass. Goalie's going to give it chase. He's going to send it back into the box. Oh, push and a shove on Gillespie. But not enough in the mind of the official. Meister. Anaya. Down into the corner looking for Winchester. He's speedy. He's got a head on it. Dolan is there. It looks like it might have ricocheted off of Dolan. It did. Bumped his chest. So with just under 22 minutes, Davidson has got a set piece opportunity here. Referee calling a sub in for Davidson. Looks like Salim is going to take a breather. And Rough's Edge is back in. He's a big, tall one. Oh. Not sure what happened there, but here it is again. Low ball in. Ticked off of Boyer right into the middle of a Davidson player who drilled it in the back of the net. So with 21 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the match, Davidson goes on top. And those set pieces will get you. Gillespie, Bass, Bailey, Bass. Stolen by Carr. Bass will take it back and whistled for a pull. And it'll go over to Fairhope. So mark your calendar, April 5th. We think we're going to be on the road in Daphne. Can Odom catch that one? He can, and it's played out by Davidson. Nice play by the defender. April 5th. Then April 12th is the Golf Classic. April 13th is the Drawdown. This coming Sunday is the State of the City address by Mayor Kant, 2 o'clock at the Civic Center. Crowd getting a little chippy here. And Fairhope player had to leave the field, I guess, to go to the restroom because he is sprinting back to the locker room. Ball in. Great ball into the middle by Meister. Rattled around. Boy, you just hoped it was going to skip off of somebody's head. Clock under 20. Bailey getting some pressure. Forward to Richardson. Richardson with a big touch. Gillespie. Drop it back to Dolan. Dolan's going to serve it low in. Squirts through, hits Gillespie. Odom's there. And slips out. And Afayad will pick it up. Fairhope providing some pressure. And Bailey clears that one, but fouled in the process, so it's going to come back. Just a sloppy foul there, more than anything else. Don't think there was any malintent. Dolan. Smith. Back to Dolan. Smith again. Smith under pressure, plays it into the middle, gives it up. Cleared out by Davidson. Fairhope resets over to Bailey. And Bailey will play that one to touch. And Anayo's going to take a breather for Davidson. Looks like that was Karim that came in for him. Richardson looking for somebody on the left side. Check that right side. Was that Campbell Oles streaking through there? Couldn't really pull out a number. Looks like his physique, though. Nice punt by Afayad. Can Odom get there? He fights through the traffic. Takes a shot, blocked by the keeper. It'll roll over the end line. Fairhope earns the corner kick. But I think they'd have rather had the goal. Of course, who wouldn't? Fairhope woefully impotent with set pieces this year. But the big Wilson kid into the game for Fairhope. Let's see if he can get some ahead on the ball. There's the ball looking for Wilson. Just over him. Skipped over. Meister was there but unable to direct it into the goal. So that's going to be a throw for Davidson with 15 and a half left on the clock. Stars of yesteryear. That's the Fairhope alumni game coming up after this one. Including players from Fairhope's 2009 state championship team. Including a guest appearance by Fairhope's head coach, Paul Stroud, known to his friends and family as Wade. Oh, dangerous ball. Can Meister pick it back up? He cannot. But Bailey gets it. Wilson. Winchester. Wilson. Smith. He'll send it back to Meister and reset. Meister right over to Carr. Over the top looking for Carr. Meister's there. Oh, stolen by Carr. One-on-one with the keeper. Nice save, John Baxter. Holy cow, what a save. Let's see this one again. Meister beat by Carr. Carr one-on-one with the keepers going near post. Baxter is all over that one. Outstanding save, John Baxter. Baxter with no longer a clean sheet to fight for, but says no more on my watch. Ball just outside the 6. Headed on the ground. Baxter on that one too. Just under 14 left in the match. Meister. Bailey. Gillespie. Looking for Richardson. Found Rough's Edge instead. And that'll play to touch for a Davidson throw. Coach Stroud pacing the sidelines with his arms folded, trying to figure out what he can do with this team. Coach DeLonga, legs crossed, leaning on the water cooler on the far side, watching his boys take more and more control of this match. Even missing their star player, David Valverde, who is doing duty with his native Costa Rica on their U17 national team. And that's probably a pretty cool duty to do, playing for your country's national team as a U17 player. And that'll roll over the end line for a Fairhope goal kick. 12 minutes left in the match. Fairhope needing to get some offense put together here. Davidson playing with more and more confidence. And isn't confidence huge? There was some doubt yesterday whether these matches would even happen. The forecast today was horrid. And we had about 15, 20 minutes of rain and thunder and a couple of lightning pops. And that was it. That was inadvertent. Nevertheless, that's going to go over to Fairhope. Meister's going to tee it up way outside of his range to put it down in the box. So he's going to play possession to Gillespie. Smith's ball forward, stolen by Davidson. Bailey with the ball forward. Rough's edge will play that one to touch. Richardson. Double teamed. Splits the players. Still with the ball. Nice shot. Andrew Wilson with the drill shot in there. Somehow he was able to, well, yeah, you got four guys on Richardson. Wilson was sitting there wide open. Played it near post, which was right where the keeper was playing, unfortunately. Referee having a chat with senior captain Sean Boyer. Boyer with a word to the referee, and then the referee with a card in response. So we can only wonder what the word was. Brant Miller will slide back in the game. Sam Bailey will slide into center back position. Clock's still running, not in Fairhope's favor to let the clock run while they get an explanation on a word. Ball forward to Wilson. Wilson's going to take a touch. Excuse me, was looking for a cross, but he's going to find a ball out of bounds. Instead, 9 minutes left in the match. Boyer back in the match for Fairhope. And Wilson's ball will hit the top of the net. So over the end line. Coming up after this match will be the alumni game, and I can see him warming up in the end zone. Wilson McDuff from, I think, 89 maybe. Joe Canarella, Tito Rodriguez, Matt Tabor, Jordan Sinclair, Jonathan Smith. Kyle Sharon. Oh, wow. That's going to be a corner, but boy, how close that was to a goal. Clock down just over 7. The referee today for the alumni match will be Dale Vines, class of 68, Fairhope High School. Oh, and again, Gillespie's ball just over the goal. Fairhope just snake bit every time it gets within a scoring opportunity. Gillespie not able to find a yellow jersey to put it to, a gold jersey, excuse me. Smith. Gillespie with a touch. Sends it in the corner looking for Bass. Bass will take a touch. Ball on his right foot. Oh my goodness, there it is. Still in front of the goal. And Fairhope, oh, nice ball by Colby Bass, though. Tell you what, and that was his right foot, folks. He's a left footer. So he was going off foot on that one, and well played. Well played, Colby Bass. And still working hard. Clock down just under 6. Gillespie. Over to Dolan. Forward to Oles. Oles looking for Richardson. But played out by Davidson. And Bass with another strike. Again, a right-footed. Not quite as good as the last one. Clock down to 5. 300 seconds for Fairhope to tie this one up. Gillespie fights for it, wins it. Over to Richardson. He's around Winchester. Nope. Winchester's got the same speed as Richardson. Richardson's going to take a bump. And there is a lot of controversy there. Is that going to be a foul or is that going to be a corner kick? The official over there said corner. The Davidson crowd thought it was a foul. They're lining up for the corner with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. Fairhope everybody but 2 forward. There's the ball into the box. Nice corner. Oh, slips all the way through off of 3 players. Last one to touch it was a Davidson player. And they're going to take the corner from the other side. No, they're going to have to take it from this side. You can't just arbitrarily pick which side you want. So time ticking down while they're trying to get things straight. Down to 3:50. Fairhope does not have the luxury to be disorganized. Richardson teeing it up. Ball, nice ball in. Oh, somehow squirts through again. Bass is there. Official flags it, say it went over the end line. Opportunity not taken advantage of. You know some of those alumni are down there saying, "Oh, put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game, coach. I can put it in the goal." Including Kyle Sharon, who was on that 2009 state championship team and was actually named MVP of the state championship tournament. He's up at Birmingham Southern on a scholarship for soccer and doing quite well, we understand. Two and a half minutes left here in the match, folks. Keeper taking his time. And we're getting a notice to stop the clock. The coach for Davidson still ticked off about the call down in the corner, earns a yellow card. If hand gestures could be interpreted, we would say, "Mr. Referee, I strongly disagree with your call." Or something like that. Fayyad done a great job in the goal for Davidson today with the goal kick. Oles. Wilson. Ball forward. Headed by Boyer. Boyer with the pressure. He'll send it. Is that going to stick? Nope. Bass is going to track it, but unable to track it down. 1:50. Carr taking his time, wiping his hands. Knows where he is. Knows how much time on the clock. Knows what his job is. Just eat up another 2 seconds. Because I'll tell you, 2 seconds makes all the difference. Or it can. Boyer stepping forward there. Richardson with the ball forward. Wilson unable to maintain possession. Meister now. 1:15. Meister on the move. In the middle to Wilson. Wilson touch fails him. 1:08. Wilson with a collision play on, says the official. Bass with the ball in the middle. There's a touch. Richardson's there. Cannot get through the defense. And Wilson will take the shot, but it's well wide with 52 seconds left. Clock down to 40. Fayyad taking his time. He knows what's on. 30. Bailey forward. Carr headed wrong way. Over to Wilson. There's Wilson with the strike. Left foot not well struck. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Bailey with the header. 5 seconds. There's the horn, folks. Davidson wins this one 1-0 on a set piece here in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you'll stick around for the alumni match starting shortly. Say? Yes, sir.